Hi. Today we're going to learn how to draw Daffy Duck. So let me put my cursor the way I like it. Okay. If you notice, I'm starting off with something that looks like a candy corn. Candy corn usually looks like this, and there's usually like a separate color on the bottom from the top. But we're just going to tilt it a little, the candy corn, and now we're going to start adding the beak. Notice that I'm keeping the middle frame in mind. That's where the eye is going to be. That's going to be my guide. Here comes the other eye. All right. Now the beak is going to come fairly quick. Now for Daffy, the beak juts out quite a bit compared to another famous duck that we're going to be doing in a little while. So notice the proper placement where all the lines connect. There we go now with the eyes. Now Daffy's usually a little mischievous, so you always try and give him a little, I don't know, a little expression, a little mood expression, uh, by doing that V shape to the eyebrows to get them mad. If you notice when I did the hair, I did 3 strands, and you'll notice on a lot of Disney, Warner Brother, and a lot of cartoons, a lot of things are dealt with 3. We're going to be using 3 quite a bit on different things. 3 fingers, 3 hairs, 3 eyelashes, and so on. Now here's the same thing, only it's a different point of view. As if the camera was from the left, looking at the right. But it's still Daffy. The beak is a little shorter because the camera angle is a little higher, more to his eye level. I'm just adding the beaks, the side. There comes the eye again. And again, very crucial, you got to pay attention to that center line. That's the one that's going to really keep everything in place. There comes that famous V. This duck is usually mad. And now here comes the hair. Notice 3 strands. All right. Now let's go back to Daffy, just to give you an idea. And now we're going to start with the rest of the body. Now this guy is usually in a kind of fit. He's always shrugging, and he's always like in a really bad mood. So let's see if we can capture that. He's got little tiny legs. All right, there goes his feet. And of course, feathers behind, and notice that there were 3, a small one, a bigger one, and then another smaller one. Now he's shrugging his shoulders, so I'm going to put it way past his shoulder height just to emphasize. And here comes the other arm. I'm not too worried about the hands right now. I'm just trying to get a feel for the proper placement. So now let's get into a little bit of detail here. And notice it's a thumb and 3 fingers. That's all he's got. And again, going back to when I said, notice all 3. There goes 3 again on top of his shoulder. It's a very common thing in animation. And let's draw the other arm. Okay. Emphasizing a couple of lines here. Again, 3. Now his legs seem to be a little short, so I'm just going to elongate it just a tad. There we go. And that was using the free transform tool, which is you get your lasso tool, select the area, and then you press Command T. Finish off the legs. Now I notice the head is somewhat small for the body. So Control T again. Press Shift as you stretch it out. Grab a corner, make it a little bigger, and then deselect. Just press Enter. And there's Daffy. Now here comes another famous duck. And they have something similar as far as the beak goes. But instead of a candy corn shape for the head, this is going to be a circle. Bear with me, I haven't done Donald Duck in a while, so let's see what we get. It's no different from the eyes, using your center line again. Trying to give form to the beak. There comes the other eye. Pupil. Forget the eyebrows for expression. He's got this funky. Well, remember the three hairs? There you go. 3, 4. Oh well. Here comes his little sailor cap. Little round ball here, and then a bigger one towards the bottom. There you go. And where I put the X, that really marks for black areas. Now the beak, here's the big difference. It's not going to be as elongated as Daffy, but you treat it somewhat the same. But notice that the spacing is much closer. It's not as exaggerated as Daffy. The bottom of the beak. See, you treat it just a little different. It's really like a squash version of Daffy's beak. There we go. Now Control T, going to make it a little smaller because we're going to be doing the whole body. And we're going to do almost this little balloon shape. It always tilts because you're going to have your center of gravity. It's like a little, one of those little tiny balloons. The tail's pretty much in the same area. It's about the same shape. They have a lot of similarities. Draw one of the legs. And again, just as the beak, his legs aren't as long, so you kind of squash it a bit. Keep it a little lower. He doesn't have long legs. There comes the other foot. Now let's give him some kind of clothing here. Don't forget his bow. Now the collar. I'm going to give him an arm. His hands aren't going to jut out or anything. Kind of like he's got his arms behind his back. Notice that the shirt kind of dangles a little. It doesn't fit so tightly around him. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.